Black people now have some of the highest rates of cancer disease, diabetes, and lupus. Going deeper into the effects of added hormones on reproduction and mental health, in the United States, most non-organic beef contains hormone implants, typically estrogen, to promote rapid growth. Similarly, antibiotics are widely used in poultry and pork to accelerate development. According to Harvard's Dr. Walter Willett, this hormone exposure is linked to reduced sperm count and inhibited male reproductive development. Research shows a concerning trend. A 2009 study revealed that children consuming high amounts of animal-based protein enter puberty about 7 months earlier than their peers. Additionally, the National Library of Medicine and Harvard Health both highlight that this early onset of puberty is tied to increased anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, risky behaviors, effects worsened by the emotional immaturity of children facing adult-like physical changes. And the American Academy of Child Adolescent Psychiatry notes that this mismatch can lead to identity confusion, peer pressure, and vulnerability to exploitation, which is especially alarming in a world where sexualization and abuse of children are rising at disturbing rates. Now, analyzing the impact of commercialization of food on hormones, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan instructs us to seek refuge in Allah from the mischief of created things. As the 113th chapter of the Holy Quran affirms, for the enemy is taking natural things, created things, and making mischief with it. And the answer lies in the food we eat, the drinks we drink, and the thoughts we think. Food influences thought, and Jesus said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Seeing the current trajectory of America, especially when examining food production, public policy, and healthcare, it does not point towards a progress or preservation of life, but towards a steady decline and early death. But Allah is God, the beneficent and the most merciful. He came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad and gave the Honorable Elijah Muhammad the guidance on the proper foods to eat and warned us against the consumption of certain foods. In Book 1 of How to Eat to Live, once again published in 1972, he states, we are by nature vegetable and fruit-eating people. He emphasizes that the medical scientists have learned that meat hastens and destroys the life of man, but they practice the very worst meat, they practice eating the very worst meat, the poisonous and filthy swine, wild birds, wild fowl of any kind. To follow them in everything they eat and drink means that you are absolutely inviting death. We must stop eating meat gradually, because actually meat is not by nature for human consumption. Eating one meal once a day or once every 2 days with no meals in between gives the body time to rest the digestive machinery after the previous meal and gives the blood time to purify itself of the poison from the last meal. He then warns us the only way out for us, the poor lost found, is to seek refuge and guidance in Allah for our protection from evil plannings and doings of Satan. Allah God has pointed out to us both in the Holy Quran and the Bible the right foods for us to eat, and he has pointed out the poisonous foods and drinks. Follow his guidance or suffer the consequences. In closing, Hosea 4:6 says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said, we are not destroyed because we are white or black. We are destroyed because we live in ignorance. Knowledge is a human need. Knowledge is a human right. A messenger of God has come and taught us the best way to live. And as the Bible says, put on the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Let us not be victims of chemical and biological warfare. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan has said, we have a world to build and a world to save. Please be sure to get a copy of How to Eat to Live 1 and 2. Thank you so much for listening. Assalamu alaikum.